It gives me great pleasure to host you all at this farewell reception for Dr. Jimmie Rogers, the outgoing Director General of the Secretariat of the Pacific Community. Whilst this should be a sad moment, it also gives us an opportunity to reflect in genuine appreciation of Dr. Rogers' sterling contribution to the Pacific as community. Ladies and gentlemen, SPC is now widely accepted as the region's leading institution insofar as scientific research and technical advice is concerned. In his capacity as the Director General of that institution over the past 10 years, we can only visualize the mammoth task which Dr. Rogers has had to perform. I wish to congratulate and commend Dr. Rogers for his very instrumental steering role in SPC's efforts to provide effective regional services to all the 22 Pacific Island countries and territories in partnership with the development partners at both regional and international level. This was a demanding role for not only responsibilities, but commitment and capability to lead towards visions and foresights that actually made a difference in enhancing Pacific lives. I'm sure that our personal experiences and interactions with Dr. Rogers will have found him to possess all these unique and outstanding qualities. To Dr. Rogers, I would like to say that you have indeed accomplished your mission. Through your sterling leadership and guidance of your SPC team, you have certainly empowered and positively impacted upon the lives of the ordinary Pacific people and communities. On behalf of the government of Fiji and our colleagues here tonight, a big vinaka vakalit to you, Dr. Rogers. With these words, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor of presenting to Dr. Rogers a small token of Fiji's appreciation and gratitude. Vinaka vakalevu, and thank you very much.
His Excellency the President of the Republic of Fiji, Minister of Foreign Affairs and fellow ministers of the Fiji government that are here, members of the Diplomatic Corps, friends of SPC, staff of the government of Fiji, our colleagues from the SPC, in particular in welcoming this tall gentleman on my left, Dr. Colin Tukuitonga, who took on the mantle of leadership of the SPC yesterday, and his good lady, Susie, the power behind the man, all SPC staff. This is indeed a very important occasion for Elizabeth and myself. We've closed one door, and that's the door of being part of the region's largest and oldest technical organization, the SPC, and opening another door that I generally call fishing in its many interpretations. I'd like to thank, in particular, through you, Minister, with sincere appreciation, the role that Fiji has played in supporting this organization, right from the starting of a very small office in Nambua in the early 60s to what is now a fairly large organization, and our largest regional office of just under 400 people working out of Fiji. The support that we have had from Fiji government of the past and of the present has been the main reason why this organization has been able to reach out to many countries in the Pacific. Our headquarters is in New Caledonia, and that's where the seat of power of this organization is, and Dr. Tupitonga, of course, will be in New Caledonia. SPC is the only organization with a headquarters in a territory. All the other regional organizations have their headquarters in politically independent countries, and that is a very strong feature that unites this organization and gives meaning to the work across both independent and non-independent territories. And therefore, we would like to especially appreciate the support and the recognition given by the various governments, and today by the government of Fiji. We had, before I left in New Caledonia, appreciation by the government of New Caledonia, and at the FSM, North Pacific, last week, and in Honiara, our other office, in November. But let me just come back to Fiji. Fiji is a special place. Elizabeth is originally from Lautoka, and that's where we met, the Sugar City. And I can vouch for the Sugar City. And we met at medical school, where we met up with Dr. Colin Tupitonga. So Colin and I do have some common history. Many of them will remain a secret. But we are proud products of the Fiji School of Medicine. And I think it is very important for me to actually say that I'm handing over the mantle of leadership to a new Director General, but I'm also handing over to a colleague, a close friend, a son of the Pacific. And I'm very, very comfortable that Colin, with his leadership team at the SPC, will take this organization to new heights. And I think it's one that gives us the greatest of pleasure. For me, Fiji is a home away from home. And to the question of where we will go, we will be traversing between the two countries, Solomon Islands and Fiji. Elizabeth has her family here, and I have my family in the Solomons, so we have family in both countries. And therefore, I'd like to look at Fiji as also my home. And therefore, Minister, in presenting the token to me, I also look at it as coming from my home in Fiji through the connections of my wife, and I sincerely thank you and thank the government and people of Fiji. I commend Dr. Tupitonga to you and request the steady support that you have provided me as Director General to this organization to also be accorded to my colleague as he continues to lead this organization forward with his team. To all our partners that are here and representatives of our member countries and territories based in Fiji, SPC would not be what it is without you. And I think it's very important that we always remind ourselves that SPC is about service to the people of this region. I always say the phrase, we are an extension of the national services of countries and territories in the Pacific. We'd like to be your first port of call on areas where you feel that we might be able to assist. And we know our place in Pacific regionalism, and that is of helping to serve you, our members, with the many partners that are here. I'd like to see and say that the partners and SPC are many partners in a one team, because our collective vision and mission is to help the people of this region, and empowered by our governments of this region. And today I pay tribute particularly to the government and people of Fiji for supporting SPC here in Fiji, but for providing a launchpad like New Caledonia, like the FSM, like the Solomon Islands, for SPC to reach out into the rest of the Pacific. So Vinaka Wakalevu, it has been an honor to have been part of the SPC. It has been an honor to have been in Fiji. 8 years of my life I've been working here in Nambour, and Fekita is, I think, now on to her 4th or 5th year doing the role that I did here, and the support that Fiji has given us, sincerely appreciated. Thank you very much, Minister, and thank you, Fiji.